Toxic Avenger is coming to your town. Look out.
So what'd you think of that intro? It's gonna be my new intro from now on, so get used to it. So, what's up everybody? It is the Toxic Avenger bringing you another video. And this video is not a response, it is a rant. It is a rant of my experience with the coming event. Or actually no, it's not coming, it already happened. But I am excited. I am so excited about Modern Warfare 3, despite what other losers are saying, that it's going to be a DLC, it's going to be a paid DLC, as if they already knew that for a fact, which they don't. They just like to ramble about things they really don't understand or know about. They don't even know what a DLC is. This is going to be a completely standalone game. Yes, it gives us the opportunity to pass our content, like our bundles and skins and, you know, cosmetics and operators and everything, but that doesn't make it a DLC. It's just something that was actually possible since day one. It's nothing but coding, but it's not a DLC. So the trailer, which most YouTubers are saying we're not permitted to show, but it's already been like, what, 3 days since it actually showed worldwide, so I think I can show you what that video is.
We need to roll under the radar to get this done.
Let's make sure they don't see the sunrise.
We need to know if he's working with Moscow.
We're in position.
Let's go to work, Bravo. He knows you're coming.
Copy that.
This is devastation on a global scale.
We have true missiles incoming. If you are there, get out. Kill civilians. Visual on target. Medevac now. He wants a world war.
And my impressions of Modern Warfare 3 and the stuff, the content that they're going to be allowing within the game is impressive. I mean, I could be a little skeptical about the whole thing when it comes to all of the features that it's going to have, because I can be skeptical. They said the same thing of Modern Warfare 2, especially with certain maps that for legal purposes and legal reasons they really couldn't add on day one when the game released. But let's be honest here, nothing of what's going to be coming up on Modern Warfare 3 has any kind of link to any legalities or, you know, buildings that represent real places or speedways or anything like that, because they didn't want to get involved with gun violence. But, spoken like a true liberal, but I did hear that they're going to be bringing back a lot of the old stuff, and there are people out there who are saying, well then what's the point? We're making a new Call of Duty Modern Warfare and they're bringing up all the old stuff. You know what, let me just say it this way. There's a lot of hypocrites out there who are constantly saying, oh, I wish the game was like the old ones. I wish I can go back and play the old ones. You know what, I gotta tell you from experience alone, I have played them because I do have them on Xbox. I have all the classic versions of Modern Warfare and stuff on Xbox, so you know they're perfectly reverse compatible. And the Xbox is the only one that actually reopened the servers for multiplayer on the old Call of Duty games. And you know what? I gotta tell you straight off the bat, the nostalgia's there and all, but it just doesn't feel the same because it feels sluggish. It feels slow. I got used to the graphics being the way they are. You know what? I can go back and play the campaign. The campaigns always are going to be something that I enjoy immensely, and I can go back and play it as many times as I want. That's my nostalgia right there. But the multiplayer, I can't really speak for everybody when I say I prefer to see the remake in now times with the graphics engines that we have now. The speed itself, you know, the tactical sprints and everything. I got so used to tactical sprinting that when I was playing Modern Warfare 3, the old Modern Warfare 3 on the servers, and I was playing the multiplayer on the Xbox, and I swear to God, I double tapped the left thumbstick hoping that I would get a tactical sprint. Yeah, that bad. So for all those people that are saying that they want nostalgia and everything back, you know what? Screw you. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you want. You don't know what you want. I do. I do want my nostalgia back, but at the same time, I'm not going to surrender the mechanics that we've gotten so used to with all the other Call of Duty games that have come out. Just because I want the nostalgia back. The best they could do is just bring back a lot of the maps from the old Call of Duty Modern Warfare titles, and they have. They already said that we're going to be... There's going to be a ton of them, guys, okay? All these assholes like Ghost of 8 and several others, and especially that guy, they said, and I quote, Modern Warfare 2 didn't come with enough content, that it was lacking, that it didn't have anything, that it only came with a few maps, and a whole bunch of other things that sounded very hypocritical, idiotic, and retarded from his part. But now that we're actually probably going to see these things happen on day one release of Modern Warfare, and everybody's complaining about it. They don't know what the hell they want. We're getting a lot of classic maps, and they already said that we're not just going to see the classic maps, we're actually going to be seeing new maps as well. They've been working on the old ones with revamping them and adding, you know, textures and lighting, you know, making them now looking with the, you know, like I said before, with the graphics engine that we're used to now. They're just going to tweak it a little so that way it doesn't look exactly like the old ones, but they are going to leave them like the old ones. And at the same time, they're also going to bring in new maps, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be based off of the campaign itself. They're going to bring maps from the campaign, just like they did with Modern Warfare 2 with Al Mazrah, not, you know, Al Mazrah and the ones from Mexico and stuff. You know, those are all maps that we've seen in the campaign and are included within the map. So we have that. We have map voting back, so that way we don't have to go through the whole sluggish rotation of multiplayer maps, because let's be honest here, the rotation sucked. It did. There's tons of maps that were 6v6 and all those other ones, and the rotation for those maps were horrid. They sucked. They were crap. It was practically, you played one map out of every 3 matches. If you stayed within the lobby and you didn't exit and you were waiting for another matchmaking, you would basically see a different map every 2 to 3 matches afterwards. So while the other 2 to 3 matches were the same maps over and over again, and you would be like, it felt claustrophobic, to be honest with you. That's how it felt to me. It felt claustrophobic. It felt like there was nothing else to play, and I was stuck in the same limbo of multiplayer. But now we got map voting back. Now we get to choose what maps we go to, which is something that should have been done since 2019. But we get that back. Not only do we get that back, but they even said so themselves, that they're gonna make the campaign replayable. You know, I guess what they're trying to do here is the same thing they did with Black Ops Cold War. And the thing about it is that in Black Ops Cold War, if you've never played it, I don't know if anybody who's watching right now has actually played that one, but if you've actually ever played Black Ops Cold War, you're going to find out that it's the decisions that you make on certain levels of the story, of the campaign, where it unlocks a different outcome every time. You have to do investigations, you have to go after certain targets, you know, the whole spy situation, because basically that's what Black Ops is. It's mostly about spy. So at the end, you had like about maybe, what, 4 or 5 endings, depending on the actions that you took within the campaign itself and the decisions that you made. You ended up with like 4 to 5 endings. And I know a lot of people like to grind for things like that. I didn't. I probably got like 2 endings, and then after that, I was like, I don't know what else to do to change the outcome. So, but with Modern Warfare 3, they said that it was going to be replayable, and it was the actions that you take that have a lot to do with the outcome. And it says so right there on one of their quotes, on one of their tweets, or whatever you want to call it. And they said so themselves. The actions that you take have a huge effect in the role within the game. So we have that. Something that we haven't seen since Cold War, and something that we've never seen in any Modern Warfare title. Not only do we get that, but we also get zombies on Modern Warfare. That's the oddest thing I have ever seen ever. Zombies on a Modern Warfare title. I've only expected that from Treyarch. I've only seen that in Black Ops titles. I've never seen that in any Modern Warfare stuff. In Modern Warfare, I've only seen Spec Ops. Spec Ops has been the zombies for, Infinity Ward. And it wasn't that great. Maybe the Spec Ops from maybe 2019 was good, but it wasn't offline. While the Outbreak for Cold War is offline. I don't know if you've ever tried it, without internet connection, but you can still play Outbreak on Cold War without internet connection. But we get to see zombies. I mean, isn't that something that everybody's been bitching about since day one of Modern Warfare? Hey, you know what would be cool? If we actually got to see zombies on Modern Warfare, because Treyarch really hasn't said anything ever since, Cold War, and they haven't made any updates to Outbreak on Call of Duty Cold War, so we should see it in a Modern Warfare title, and we're getting it. We're getting it. All these trivial complaints that all these YouTubers, especially Ghost of 8, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm going to be making a rant about that jackass too also. But you know what I would like to see within the Modern Warfare 3 title is that if anybody has ever played Gears of War 5, I don't know if any of you have. I don't know if any of you play Xbox. I don't know if any of you are just straight out Sony ponies. But in Call of Duty, in Gears of War 5, at first, when it first started, there were no customization options for your characters in the story mode or the campaign mode. Batista opened his mouth one time about how he wanted to play Marcus Phoenix for a movie, which we're not going to see anytime soon because it would cost a lot of money to make that into a film, to a live action. But Batista said that he wanted to be in a Gears of War movie and he would want to play the role of Marcus. Now, I don't know if the guy is actually a Gears of War fan or not. I am. But ever since that happened, I guess Epic decided, not Epic, the Coalition decided to, hey, it would be kind of cool if we actually added the Batista as an operator character within Gears of War 5. But when they did that, not only did they add him as a cosmetic to use in multiplayer, but they also used it to where you can change the campaign and use Batista to replace John DiMaggio's voice as well as Marcus Phoenix's likeness from the game and use Batista. So Batista actually recorded the entire thing, audio he recorded the voiceover and he did the entire thing. But not only did they make it to where you can use Batista's likeness and voice acting within the campaign of Gears 5, but also you can use your earned or purchased skins or cosmetics for your Gears of War 5 operators and your weapons and use it in campaign mode. That would be something that I would love to see Infinity Ward do for Modern Warfare 3. Now, I don't think it would have to happen immediately because when they did it for Gears 5, it wasn't immediately. It wasn't like on the first freaking day that the game was released. Like I said, it was actually only because Batista opened his mouth and he said that he wanted to be in a film. But they did make it possible where you were capable of using your cosmetics in the campaign mode. Now, this is not actually the first time we've seen something like this because you actually get to see this also happen in Black Ops 3, where you can use your cosmetics from your multiplayer for your weapons. You can actually even alter the way that your operator looks in the campaign mode, mostly through earned or unlocked, cosmetics in the story mode. But yet, it was the option and it was still there. Now, I would love to see all of my bundles and my gun skins and my tracers in campaign mode for Modern Warfare 3. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm alone on this one. I don't think I am, because I actually said that in a comment in another video. And this one guy actually said, hell yeah, that would be awesome. And this is me pitching an idea to Infinity Ward that if they want to make the game even more memorable than they already intend to make it with all the things that they plan on releasing day one, this would actually be something else that people would love to see. Because, I mean, we love our cosmetics, right, guys? We just love using our cosmetics and our bundles and our tracers. Why not being able to use it in campaign mode? I mean, obviously, not all of our operators would make it into the campaign, consisting the fact that it's Price, Ghost, Soap, Farah, Alex, Alejandro, Valeria may be there too. Now we're going to be seeing Voldemort. I'm sorry, not Voldemort. Makarov, some new character named the Warden or Warden who looks like Ghost. It would be awesome to be able to use that stuff in campaign mode. I don't know. It's just something that I'm throwing out there. It's something that I would want to see. I mean, a game with features is like having a Swiss Army knife in your pocket. You just never know when you're going to need each and every single one of those little tools. But the more the better, and the more that you can squeeze in there, the more benefit you get from it. So I would like for Infinity Ward to do that. But you know what? That's my opinion. That's my concept. That's my idea. You heard it here first, folks. If you agree with me, please leave a comment on the bottom. Share this video. I mean, the more people would share this, it would become viral, and maybe Infinity Ward, before the game actually comes out in full fruition, maybe they might actually come up with a hot fix or some sort of update where we can actually use all of our cosmetics in campaign mode. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But, you know, thank you for watching. To everybody who subscribes to me, I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for helping me, grow my channel. I would really love it if we can make this happen even more. You could always count on me on being unbiased and supportive and truthful about everything that goes on within games, politics, acting, movies, music, everything. You name it, I'll talk about it, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion. I'm going to dissect everything as much as I can, so I don't give anybody any disinformation like certain other YouTubers Ghost Debate. And make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and this was Toxic Avenger. Peace out.